Welcome back to Extra Shot, the podcast about the funniest stories in sport. This week on the show today, Jack Grealish's Dubai bender. Pierluigi Collina humiliates his fellow refs with a naked ritual. And is Tom Daly a bit of a bastard? Welcome back to the Upshot. My name is Jack. Hello, Zach.
Hi, Jack.
And we are joined by Mr. George Wilde.
Hiya. Welcome.
We'll keep that in, actually.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what stepping into JP's shoes will do to a man and his voice. Few nerves, bit of ring rust for George. Yeah, George, JP's pulled out in the warm up, and in has come George Wilde, who told me he was fit. I'm starting to wonder. You right, mate?
Yeah, no, I'm brilliant. How are you?
I'm great.
I think we've got Scooby-Doo on the couch today.
It happens. Normally during puberty, but it happens. Now, when Jack Grealish was left out of the England squad a couple of weeks ago, he was strangely upbeat about the whole thing. Possibly because he was eyeing 2 weeks on the piss in Dubai while his England pals were travelling to Latvia. So Grealish, obviously it was international break, he's not in the England squad, and then he's had extra time off because Everton were playing City, his parent club,
Right.
and as he's on loan, can't play. So he couldn't play last weekend, that's why he wasn't playing.
Do you think when the fixture list dropped for that, he was eyeing it up? 2
Yeah.
week break.
Yeah, that's a decent
Although
holiday.
I guess he wanted to be in the England squad, but
Yeah, well, he's
silver lining at least.
He spent his time slightly differently. So he jetted out to Dubai, where he had a couple of piss-ups both in Irish pubs, actually.
Okay.
So two consecutive nights, I believe. One of which was an all-day rager at an Irish pub called McGettigan's, where...
I have to say, why, I've never understood it. Why do you fly halfway around the world to go to an Irish pub?
Yeah, I was looking at it. I mean, it is literally just like the least Dubai room in Dubai, I guess. It's an Irish pub. Yeah, apparently it's sort of... I mean, I got this story from Potbitch, the gossip newsletter, and they compared it to going to an O'Neill's in Kingston upon Thames. It's just like a suburban bit of Dubai where expats live. Yeah, you could be anywhere, but, sunny outside. And by all accounts, Jack really hit it off with everyone there. He was absolutely lovely, is what everyone said. He was doing selfies. Apparently he was holding babies. Yeah, like a politician.
Like JFK or something.
Apparently he was actually holding babies. He was like posing for photos, just being really nice. We're looking at a picture of him now with a bloke. Lovely.
Yeah.
His eyes look quite...
Yeah. Looks like he's been in there for a while, doesn't it?
Well, he was, which we'll come on to. Apparently he even bought everyone sitting around him. He bought them a roast dinner.
That's money. That's good.
Yeah. That's...
Again, like, do you want a roast dinner in Dubai?
Well, the
Surely
room's
it's
air
like-
conditioned.
I guess air conditioned, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're in an Irish pub, so I
Yeah.
guess you want...
Also, if Jack Grealish buys you
I
one,
mean,
you're
if
not turning
Jack
it down,
Grealish
yeah.
offered me a roast
It is
dinner,
quite...
would
I remember
have it,
seeing
but-
there was a guy going viral who was saying, "This is why I love Dubai. I just ordered a roast dinner to my cinema seat." Who wants that? Yeah, it's sort of like a theme park in that respect. Apparently, at one point, he also made a video call to Ronan Keating, who he described as his best mate.
Is that just when in Rome?
Yeah, I guess
When in
Irish
an Irish pub.
You guys are Irish, as is Jack Grealish. Ronan Keating. But apparently Keating didn't answer, unfortunately. And anyway, he stayed, had loads of beers, lovely vibe, but was absolutely smashed by the end of the day. At which point, one of his crew rang this celeb fixer who comes and gets you. It used to be known as a taxi, I guess, but
He's specifically a Dubai-based fixer. He doesn't just come from...
that's my understanding of it. Yeah, so but an English bloke called Bill, big bloke apparently.
So he's just there. His business is when a celeb gets into trouble in Dubai.
No, I think it's probably just like...
Was he picking up Quincy Promise by the side of the road when he did a hit and run?
Oh, he's like the sort of like a Breaking Bad style guy who
it's like,
disappears you.
Winston Wolfe.
Yeah. No, I think it's more like this guy is a sort of bodyguard stroke taxi guy stroke, does a bit of everything for him. Anyway, so this guy Bill, he got him back to his hotel, but apparently this is from Potbitch, he was too drunk for his girlfriend to let him back into their hotel suite. So I don't know if that means she was annoyed with him for being too drunk, or he couldn't remember which room he was in.
Right, yeah.
So he ended up just sitting in the bar where he fell asleep apparently in a chair, and the bar staff then carried him still in his chair to a quieter corner of the bar.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, it's quite endearing as a bender goes.
Yeah, that's very I can't imagine they would do that to everyone.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be tipped out onto the street.
If Big Bill, the celeb fixer's there, why is he leaving Grealish to pass out in the bar?
Half a job, Big Bill.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Do you think possibly it's because his girlfriend was just like, you're not coming in, you're absolutely steaming?
Yeah.
Who knows?
At that point, Big Bill, it's on him, innit? He's got to take him back to his.
Yeah, exactly. Sort it, mate. Take him back to Jumeirah village, whatever you call it. One of the tabloids was covering this as well, and they were pointing out that David Moyes has a 10:30 curfew, but he was out past midnight. Although as Grealish,
he was cracking jokes about breaking the curfew.
Yeah.
apparently. Yeah.
I think he was like, well, time difference. It's not 10:30 in
Yeah, well, that's
in Liverpool.
I think that's valid, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
him. Yeah. Anyway, it's quite a sort of Grealish trademark move to pass out like that, fall asleep. Back when he was the next big thing in 2015, he was part of that Villa team who got to the FA Cup final, and I think it was 2015. Do you remember they lost like 4-0 in the final or something? But he was a bit of a star, and then having had a great season, he flew out to Tenerife with his mates to unwind and proceeded to have a huge night. And one morning, this English girl who was out there called Bryony King, she was just walking down the street at 8 a.m., possibly coming back from a night out. And, the sun was up, commuters are going to work, and suddenly there's an overpowering waft of tequila coming towards Bryony, and she spots a paralytic tourist passed out in the middle of the road, surrounded by packs of cigarettes. And she takes a few pics, posts it online, puts it on Twitter, laughing, unaware that it's Mr. Jack Grealish.
Those are excellent pics, aren't they?
Yeah, because you've got the long range shots,
yeah.
just like a body in the street. And then you get zoomed in and it's him. Yeah, there's like a couple of 10 packs of cigs, which
he looks young there, doesn't he?
I think he is. I mean, he's like
This
teenager.
was when he was like 19, wasn't it? He just broke through.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a good night out there.
Yeah. Obviously, eventually word gets out that that is Jack Grealish in the picture, and it goes very viral.
That's when you need Big Bill, isn't it?
Yeah, come and get me, please, Bill. Anyway, it goes viral on Twitter, at which point Grealish replies to one of them just going, I'm on the floor, apparently. Which I love. So good how he didn't just like issue an apology or some bollocks.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Just teenagers having fun. His brother said, so sad how Jack can't be left alone even on his 4 weeks holiday. Which, I mean, he is passed out in the street. It's like he wasn't left alone.
He was there in the like midday sun in Tenerife.
Yeah. Did he get shit for it at the time? I can't really remember.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's summer.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Boys will be boys. let 'em have
Similar thing with this Dubai trip. I don't think he's done anything wrong at
No.
all. Like you can see why some like tabloids would be like, oh, this is disgusting. He's supposed to be a professional. He's off buying roast dinners in the middle of the night. But
Not here at the Upshot. We would never dream of it. No, I'm all for it. That morning in Tenerife did kick off a rowdy few years for him. Do you remember when he went to Vegas with all his mates? And they were asking to be sort of like quite undercover, but then one of the hotels put a massive sign on, like it's literally a 40-foot billboard being like, welcome Jack G and the boys. And we're looking at a picture of him.
This is an excellent picture as well. I was looking at this picture earlier and I was thinking that haircut, it's going to age. Like, when you look back at the haircuts of footballers in the 80s, you're like, what the hell?
But they had that in the 90s, the curtains. Beck's
yeah,
had it,
but
didn't
I
he?
feel like that's sort of an extreme version. Like Bex's one was a bit shorter.
Yeah, but a lot of boy bands in the 90s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why him and Ronan Keating are so.
Yeah, that's how they hit it off. But yeah, the picture we're looking at, sort of, he's being guided out of a party in
Is
Vegas.
that Big Bill on the right?
It might well be. It's one of Big Bill's colleagues, I imagine. And Grealish is sort of holding onto the escalator. It doesn't look that steady on the feet.
No.
And the look on his face is one of confusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember when City won the treble? Well, they won the Champions League. They were in Istanbul. They won it. They partied all night there, flew back to Manchester, and City had booked this slap-up dinner at a Chinese restaurant in Manchester. A nice sort of elegant place where they're hoping they'll nurse their hangovers with a jasmine tea and some dim sum. Unfortunately, only 3 people showed up. Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, and backup keeper Stefan Ortega. They were the 3 because the rest of the squad, led by Grealish, all the wreckheads, flew straight to Ibiza on a private plane. And they had a big one at Pasha nightclub. They were necking cocktails and €35 bottles of water.
So they didn't invite KDB, are we saying? Was he?
I don't think he would have wanted to come, did he?
This was the
tournament.
trip where they ended up staying in the same hotel as Lisandro Martinez, wasn't it? So Lisandro Martinez, who the Man United centre back, he booked himself, and I think maybe with his girlfriend. They wanted an Ibiza getaway for the post-season break, and were staying at this hotel. And then he's greeted coming down for breakfast, the breakfast buffet in the morning. He's greeted with Jack Grealish with a boombox on his shoulder coming through reception, followed by Erling Haaland and the rest of the City squad, who'd just beaten them in the FA Cup final, I think, as well.
Grealish was literally rocking around with the boombox as well, and then the following morning after the Passion Night, there were pictures of Grealish being carried out of the hotel by Kyle Walker. We're looking at it. Hoods up, sunglasses on, arms round Kyle, who's also got an arm around him, just easing him through.
I heard they offered him a wheelchair at the airport.
Really good. Yeah, so he's got a history with it, and I'm all for it. Good fun.
It's good to see. Good to see he's not growing out of it.
Yeah, prefer it in Ibiza to Dubai, but kind of like that wherever he goes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do Everton care? He's playing so fucking well.
He seems like the sort of player where David Moyes, anyone else, he'd be absolutely furious, but he's got to be like, because it's Jack.
It's good to see him enjoying his session again.
Yeah.
as they say about his football.
Pep drilled the joy out of him and it's back now.
Yeah, he's sessioning with a smile on his face once again, and that's great to see. It's Champions League week.
It's Champions League week. I didn't watch any actually, but
you didn't see Nick Pope's 65-yard throw.
No, I did actually see a clip of it this morning. It was pretty impressive.
Big old throw that. There's not much else to say about that. Goalfest.
I watched the first half of Arsenal Athletic Madrid. Thought it was quite dull. Turned off, missed 4 goals, and then turned back on for the last 20 minutes.
No more goals.
Yeah.
Stalemate.
Yeah.
A 4 draw.
Shit show. So
it was an absolute goal fest. I mean, tougher week for Atletico Madrid and Simeone. They have got their excuses in early because the night before they obviously went to the Emirates for a quick sort of run through, put through their paces on the pitch. And then, after a long, you can imagine Simeone, what he's like, he makes his boys sweat. It's hard work. So then they got back into the dressing room, obviously hoping for a nice deep bath, and there was no hot water in the dressing room.
Just in the dressing room or in the whole of the Emirates?
I think the whole of the Emirates was out.
Oh, really?
So I guess the Arsenal lads can just nip home and
Get
shower.
onto Thames water.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Surely they're staying in a hotel though. They can just.
Yeah, I think go back to your hotel and shower, but I don't like doing that. Do you? After a workout, put your clothes back on. Sweaty. Seems a bit village. They did complain to UEFA. But apparently, under the official rules, teams must provide hot showers, but that is limited to match days. So technically, no rules are broken.
There you go.
Which does make you wonder: was this a deliberate policy? It's quite crazy, gang, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they had the same thing. I think their showers were ice cold as well.
Yeah, and they'd be like a turd.
Yeah, they
in the showers.
I
think
you couldn't flush the toilets and they'd shit in them before.
Yeah, they turned the water off entirely. And then didn't they also, the owner would, because they used to get a cup of tea before a game, and he switched the sugar for salt.
Nice.
I mean, that belongs in the Beano, in my opinion, but I like it. But yeah, thoughts and prayers were with Conor Gallagher, who couldn't wash his hair before the game, and it looked a bit of a state on Tuesday night. Yeah. There have been some quite good speculation about the causes for this problem. Was it a mechanical error, or did Mikel Arteta nick a component from the boiler and use it as an inspirational prop for his team talk before the big game? Guys, look at me, guys. This is a boiler ignition electrode. You must be like this. You have to start a fire in the team.
Yeah, apparently he's actually consulted technicians from British Gas to communicate better with his team.
Bring him in.
Yeah.
Anyway, tough breaks for Atleti. Presumably got a hot shower after the game.
I hope so. That's the least they needed after that.
There was quite a good bit where Simeone was so furious he took off his jacket and was flailing it about. I think the commentator said he was like a matador, and he was. And then he really quickly realised how cold it was and just slowly put it back on.
Yeah, the quick climb down.
Yeah. Not in Madrid anymore, Diego. So bad week for Atletico, but one team who did have a good week, and you don't say this often, Man United. Obviously had their first win at Anfield for a decade on Sunday, which it kind of feels like that fixture doesn't quite carry the same weight that it did a decade ago. Did you see a clip of it was Fergie and Kenny Dalglish were in the stands at halftime sharing a bag of chocolate buttons? That great one when United lost 7-1 or 7-0, and the camera cut. It was like showing Fergie in the crowd, just like stony faced, and then just cut to Kenny Dalglish, who was just laughing.
I would also say about that clip with the chocolate buttons. like not only would Fergie not have given him his buttons if they were losing, kind of looks like he's come down to gloat.
Oh yeah, they'll
I'm a fan
one
of
like
button.
that. Yeah.
That's all you're getting today.
Yeah, it's
That's
kind
all.
of like the Pep thing where it'll only compliment a team if they've beaten
Yeah,
them.
it's Passag. Yeah.
But yeah, you just could not imagine that during the heated days of the United-Liverpool rivalry. But yeah, I mean, big result for United. Back-to-back wins in the Premier League for Amorim for the first time, which obviously is good news for our boy Frank Eilert, the United strand.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got a message actually from Man United on Instagram. They commented on his video.
What, just like the club account?
Yeah. Being like, we got some good news, Frank.
Oh, because he needs 5 wins in a row.
He needs 5 wins in a row and he could shave off that.
I mean, I say need.
Yeah.
He wants.
It'll be the
wants
worst
to
thing
keep
ever.
going.
Yeah.
Because we were discussing this. He's got 500,000 Instagram followers. It's good. But he probably wants this to run for another year or so.
Ideally.
Didn't one of you say he's got a kid?
He's got a kid, yeah. I assumed that he was like 21, and then I was watching one of his videos and he was talking about how his daughter isn't going to recognise him when he eventually shaves it off.
Is she allowed a haircut?
I don't know. Maybe that would be if they do get the 5, then you've sort of got to up the stakes, haven't you?
Yeah, I won't cut my daughter's fringe until we win 10.
Yeah, where do you go? That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah,
fingernails.
Won't cut my. That's actually quite good.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
But then if they're just good now,
it's more disgusting.
Yeah, it is. Do you remember in the Guinness Book of Records back in the day? There was the guy with the long fingernails. They they curl after a while.
I think someone broke it recently.
Really?
Yeah. Don't ask me why I know.
Because
how
gets a pick up, did he?
Yeah, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
How could you do
Last
anything?
month, 19 foot.
Because it is, isn't it? It is a flex in some cultures to have a long fingernail.
Oh, he's painted his, which is quite cool.
Oh yeah, but sort of psychedelic.
Quite like
Goddamn
graffiti artist.
performative male.
He is riding a moped successfully. But yeah, how do you wipe your ass? I guess bum gun, water.
Yeah,
Bidet,
squeeze the trigger.
yeah.
Even that's yeah.
But I think that I see like people with just like long nails, normal long nails. It looks hard to wipe your bum, but that is mental.
Yeah.
And quite disgusting.
Are you doing that just for the Guinness Book of World Records?
You'd have thought so.
Because much like the Man United Liverpool rivalry, I feel like Guinness Book of World Records doesn't hold the same gravitas that it did.
Yeah, why? Just doesn't, does it?
Is it
I
because
don't
we're
know.
not
I mean,
kids
it's probably
anymore?
because we're no longer 11. It's gone downhill.
Speak for yourself,
Game's
speak for yourself, because I am still up to date with.
Oh, do you still get it?
Well, yeah. No, I was well aware of that.
Yeah, he
record
knew about
being
the
broken.
fingernails.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So coming back to Frank Eilert, Man United have made contact with him.
They've
'Cause I
made
feel like they
contact,
could have been doing a bit more with him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if and when he ever manages to do it, whether they'll get Ruben Amorim to shave his head.
That'd be
good.
great.
But then is it they sort of like playing into the joke?
Yeah, but if you won 5 in a row, you won't care.
Well, this is
Yeah.
it. You say they should have been doing a bit more with him, but they hadn't won back to back. What are they going to do? Just comment. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they have.
true. It's
They've
just
popped
sad.
up in the first time that he's done back-to-back wins.
Yeah.
Premier League, actually.
Yeah, I guess if
they've
they're
won
winning,
some
it's fun for Man United to
Yeah.
be involved, and if
Yeah.
not, it's people get annoyed.
Yeah.
Personally, I
saw,
think they've popped up a bit early as well because they got Brighton away.
Yeah, that's quite a hard game.
Yeah.
They've got Spurs as well, and then I can't remember who the other team is. It's
Isn't
one
it?
where you think they could do it.
Yeah.
I think it might be Sean Dyche's Forest.
Oh, well, that's an unknown
So,
quantity,
yeah.
isn't it, George?
I saw. I think it was Diogo Dalot was being asked about it in an interview after the game as well by a Portuguese interviewer
About Frank Eilert.
about Frank Eilert. It was like, yeah, we've are you aware of this fan, the one who is not cutting his hair? And he's like, talking in Portuguese, like, yes, it's like very just how footballers do interviews. It's like, yeah, well, we go again, and hopefully we can get the result that will help him to
the
shave off
media
that
trained
hair.
response.
Yeah.
This guy
Yeah.
not cutting his hair. He's gone back to the Sutcliffe beard, the Yorkshire Ripper beard.
Yeah.
I didn't know he'd ever lost it.
No, I think he did for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He's doing well.
He's dyed it red.
Yeah, he has bits
It's a
of
little
sort of
twist.
auburn, isn't it? Yeah.
Do better, Frank.
Yeah.
Is that your
Redder.
message?
Redder.
Yeah. I didn't realise that in warping his appearance, Frank is just following in the footsteps of another Man United ultra fan. So there's a guy called Marin Levijov, who is a Bulgarian Man United fan who legally changed his name to Mr. Manchester United. He sadly died last week, actually. Missed the big win at Anfield,
That is a
sadly.
shame.
But his story's been doing the rounds again. And he was born in this small town called Svistov, which is on the banks of the Danube River in Bulgaria. And in the 70s, his dad used to crack into this illegal TV stream from Romania so that they could watch old First Division games. And he became just like a fanatical Man United fan. And in 1999, he was watching the Champions League final against Bayern. United obviously were trailing in that match, and he promised everyone sat around him that if they came back, then he would legally change his name to Man United. And
wow, that's amazing.
Obviously, like most people, you'd wake up the next day and be like, oh yeah, come on, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But he resolved that he would do this. So he then embarked on this 15-year legal battle to change his name to Man United. And it was literally 15 years it took him to do it.
So the club were blocking it on
they were,
trademark.
Yeah, it was like copyright grounds.
Okay.
So at one point, a local judge agreed to change his first name to Manchester, but refused to change his surname to United because, copyright. And apparently his friends kept on calling him City then.
That was really good. So
Um,
you can't just change your name to a trademark.
no, apparently not. I don't know if Man United themselves clamped down on it and said
because there are some countries where they won't let you use certain names.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that.
I think
as well.
Yeah.
I think they were potentially also worried that he was going to start like claiming.
Yeah.
It's his name. It's like
Yeah.
his trademark. He's going to start flogging stuff, which he said he never would have done. But anyway, he kept on going through these various courts trying to change it. And in 2011, this film crew picked up on him and his story and brought him to Old Trafford to meet Dimitar Berbatov, who's a Bulgarian striker who's playing for them at the time. And at around that time, Marin decided, for some reason, to tattoo the Man United club crest onto his forehead.
Oh wow, we're looking at it.
Get a picture. It's taking up the full forehead.
Yeah,
It says something with. What does it say?
Yeah, what does it say?
Something name.
Oh, I think it basically say my name is. Yeah, I think it says my name is in Bulgarian.
My
and then
name is, and then the Man
Manchester
United logo. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
didn't need the my name is.
No.
Yeah. We can tell you like Man United, mate. You've got it tattooed on your forehead.
So that was shortly after meeting Berbatov, was it?
It was around the same time.
Do we think he had it's his idea, maybe?
Tell you what you should do, right?
Get weird with it.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yeah, I think that would be quite off-putting for Berbatov if you meet the guy and it's like, oh my god. It's like when you meet like a weird ultra fan who's gonna like it's a bit Slim Shady, isn't it?
Well, it's less disconcerting than someone having a picture of your face, though, isn't it? And a lot of people do.
A tattoo of your
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like it's your club.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Also, fair play to him because he was a fan in the 70s. They were quite shit then, weren't they?
Yeah. And they are again. But yeah, even after tattooing the badge onto his forehead, he still had no luck in changing his name until 2014 when he had the brainwave to convert to the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, who then agreed to baptize him under a new name of Manchester United Zradkov Levichov.
So he's got to keep the old name.
He's got to keep. Yeah, I think he keeps the surname, but
Right.
he's baptized under Manchester United now. So
love
he did manage it in the end.
Genius.
Sort of bad timing because he managed it in 2014. And never saw them win another league title, and yeah, sadly died of a heart attack last week.
Oh,
Actually, his sister-in-law came out when he died with her own theory before that. She said Manchester United was his whole life. He was very emotional, and after a defeat, he would be very low. From the period when United started to decline, he himself fell apart. It's possible that it killed him.
So she's literally blaming Amorim going through at the back.
Which is the last thing Ruben needs. Like, he's already been accused of tanking Kobe Mainoo's career.
Yeah.
And now
You killed our
literally-
biggest
you're
fan.
literally killing off our fans.
Yeah, I think it's a
for being
reach.
shit. Yeah.
Sad. But yeah, so he walked so United Strand could run, or whatever the expression is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, if Frank is wondering what to do when the 5 wins come, now he knows.
There you go. Would you rather have a Newcastle crest tattooed on your head, or is it Otamendi's golden age of TV?
Oh yeah.
Full back.
Yeah, Nicholas Otamendi has
Yeah.
what's he got on his back tattoo? It's like his whole back is covered.
I think it's like Peaky Blinders and
It's like Breaking Bad, is it?
and
Oh,
Prison
no.
Breaks in it.
Oh, that's it.
It's like loads of different good TV programs. I guess it's just shit he's watched.
Yeah.
It's a bizarre
But
thing.
can you imagine now if somebody had got that done in the 80s and it was just like that was like Father Ted and like Monty Python.
It ain't half hot, mum.
Yeah, well, this is
Mash.
someone will Google Father Ted tattoo. There'll be someone.
Someone's got a hyacinth bouquet on their back. Yeah, there you go. The other thing with face or like very prominent tattoos is like over time they go sort of dark green, don't they? And they sort of stretch. I guess your forehead maybe doesn't stretch that much, but that Man United badge. To be fair, it might look like the green and gold, the 1958 anti-glazer thing.
Yeah,
Their scarves are green.
Oh, well, yeah.
Tattoos just go dark green in the end, don't they?
Yeah.
the black. Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe the red will remain.
Makes you think.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Would you rather change your name to your team or have the crest on your face? I think name.
Name.
Definitely
surely.
name.
Because
Yeah,
people
yeah.
wouldn't see it every time I walk down the street. What does he do for work? Do you know?
I don't know, actually. That's a good
I
question.
got a feeling
think-
there was a bit saying he was unemployed. Double check. I feel like
It was not a public-facing role, put it that way.
Not client
Oh,
facing.
construction worker.
Oh, he's a construction worker. Yeah, I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back office.
I've never worked on a construction site, but it feels like people will take the piss out of you for minor indiscretions.
Yeah, let alone having Man United tattooed on your forehead.
It's brave.
Yeah, it was brave. Say what you want about him, but he was a very brave man.
Yeah.
In its first 30 years on the BBC, the biggest scandal to ever hit MasterChef was the way Lloyd Grossman pronounces the word spicy. But
How does he say spicy?
he goes, have you never heard Lloyd Grossman
No, I
speak?
don't think so.
Can we get a clip
to be
of
honest,
Lloyd Grossman
I only
speaking?
really know Lloyd Grossman from The Source.
Yeah, I don't want to see a clip of Lloyd Grossman speaking. I want to hear you doing an impression
Yeah,
of
It's
Lloyd
like
Grossman.
spicy. Have you never seen Through the Keyhole?
No.
Who lives
I
in
actually-
a
I-
house like
yeah.
this?
To be honest, I wasn't sure whether Lloyd Grossman until recently was a sort of
Real person.
Ronald McDonald
Yeah.
type.
Like the Dolmio man.
Yeah.
Lloyd Grossman's actually a composite of a number of historical figures, folk characters from the era.
Well, here we are in South London, which is commonly known as the Garden of England. It really is lovely.
Okay,
here.
that's,
Fucking told you.
that is an annoying
Massive
voice.
plot of vast ancestral acreage is presided over by the fattest, the meanest,
Why
and
is he
the
talking about
ugliest
that?
black rabbit in all of England, who really lords it over here. He lives in incredible luxury. Look at this magnificent William and Mary hutch.
Yeah, told you.
William
Is he a bit
Mary.
Philadelphia?
He's from Boston, but he, I think he's like lived in England. He's got a landed gentry wife, and I think it's like kind of merged with like posh.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
It's a funny
It's
accent.
difficult to put your finger on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, all this was just to get him to talk.
This is all so I can talk about a completely unrelated story that is new. Because in recent years, MasterChef has been rocked by controversy, as we know, mainly around Greg Wallace. Won't get into that. But, with the whole Greg thing going down, you can't blame the producers of the Argentine edition of MasterChef for getting a bit jealous and wanting to sprinkle in some drama of their own. And so, MasterChef Argentina has turned to friend of the pod, Wanda Icardi.
Come on.
So, as all good shotters know, she is the ex-wife of Mauro Icardi. And, they've had a ludicrous saga of domestic drama, which I won't get into now. We did an episode on it. But she's the presenter of MasterChef Argentina.
Yeah, they've sort of cut out the slow decline from respected to presenter to scandalous character by just going for somebody who's already got their own ready-made scandals.
Yeah, someone who's
Yeah.
already been accused of human trafficking.
Yeah.
So you want about her though? She is, she's stardust, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It works. Ratings are up. And, obviously Wanda brings a lot of viewers with her, but then naturally the producers were like, how can we make this even more spicy? And so they've signed up her ex-husband, Maxi Lopez, the Argentine striker. He used to play for Barcelona and Sampdoria.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with this aspect of the story, Maxi Lopez was married to Wanda and they had kids until Maxi befriended his teammate, Mauro Icardi, another Argentina player. And they got so close that they brought Mauro on holiday with them, with the couple. And
I'd forgotten that bit of it.
yeah, not long after that holiday, Wanda left Maxi for Mauro Icardi, his
Wow.
teammate, and began this absolutely mental relationship. So now they have been reunited on screen for the
Wow.
first time on MasterChef. Everyone was like tuning in, very excited about this, how it would go down. And Wanda was typically kind to him ahead of his cookery debut. He's obviously like a bit nervous about what he's going to cook. And, they do like a few interviews before he walks in.
Yeah.
And they had Wanda telling the camera, if Maxi loses, I don't know what I can take from him. I already have the kids in the house. So brutal.
Oh, wow, that's
Jesus
close to
Christ.
the right,
Like the
that
kids
one.
is a real sore point because Maro Icardi, who stole
it was-
Maxi's wife, got the kids' names tattooed on his arm.
Yeah.
So it's like a bit sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like punching down, doesn't it?
It does, but I think Maxi's on board. It is hard to imagine on English TV like Mary Berry dishing out those sort of jibes at Paul Hollywood or something. But, how is your wife? She left you yet? She has left me. I forgot about that. And then, so finally, Maxi comes on, and everyone's like, "Ooh!" And then him and Wanda start talking, and there's a bit of bants. So she says to him, "Do you know how to cook at all, or do you still eat frozen food?"
Jesus.
For fuck's sake. And then he replied, "I got married once, and everything was frozen."
Zing.
Which
So
apparently,
is he trying to say everything that she cooked was frozen as
yeah.
well?
So he has later clarified that he meant she served a lot of frozen food because she couldn't cook. But to me, it came across like
Frozen heart.
yeah, exactly.
okay.
It was a cold, unfeeling environment. I think it works on both levels, to be
Yeah.
honest. But yeah, but anyway, on the show, it was no fish fingers and potato waffles from Maxi. He's upped his game, so he unveiled his first dish, which he called Wanda's pork shoulder. And then he said,
Again, it sounds maybe like he's calling her a pig or something.
yeah,
It's
so there is some innuendo here. So he said she used to like pork shoulder, now she's more into hamburgers.
is that like steak at home? That sort
No, so basically there's like a running joke in Argentina because she used the word hamburger as a sexual innuendo in the past.
Oh, yeah.
So she said
Yeah.
it's like a regular gag in Argentine, like trashy celeb world. Hamburgers basically means sex for her. So
Right.
he's riffing quite successfully. Don't know if pork shoulder's meant to be a dig.
It's not a reference to his
Yeah.
manhood, is it?
No, I don't
So
think
she used
so.
to like the pork shoulder.
She's gone off the old pork shoulder.
Yeah, I thought it was a reference to Icardi. Like, she used to have steak at home, pork shoulder at home. And now
Maybe it
she's-
is meant to be a bit like that as well. Yeah.
It's. I feel like you have to be quite ingrained in the story to know what he's talking about. Must be multiple viewers just like, what the fuck is going on?
I think in Argentina, this drama is their Wagatha Christie, is how I would describe it.
Yeah, but even then, like the grandmas that tune into MasterChef, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it works on both levels, I think. But it's good to see they've sort of patched it up. So
Okay.
it was kind of quite friendly. There were like bits where she like pops up and it's like, "Is your ex-wife here?" And they're like, "Ah, ha, ha." It's all quite nice because it was, as I said, it got quite ugly. So obviously she took the kids in the house. Apparently, the house was like a major legal dispute in Argentina for a long time.
Right.
Not the kids, weirdly. And then do you remember when Wanda then split up from Mara Icardi because he cheated on her? Maxi Lopez popped up online and just tweeted, "Do you believe in karma?" Pretty good. But yeah, on the show he actually said they've like properly buried the hatchet and he's like forgiven Icardi as well, and he's like
Wow, okay.
good terms with
Wow,
him.
that's, yeah.
Because
Wanda-
Icardi and Wanda aren't.
Yeah,
on
they're
good
not at
terms.
all.
Yeah.
No, they're having some mental accusations of each other at the moment. But yeah, this being the Icardi drama, it still threw up some more mental scandal. So mid-show, Maxi suddenly had to leave and fly back to England. He lives in England. I didn't realize that. Had to fly back because he's doing up the house at the moment. And while he was away doing MasterChef, a can of paint exploded. And his
Right.
pregnant wife was so terrified
Oh,
she
God.
made him fly straight back.
Was this like mid recording? He's left his pork shoulder in the oven.
His carne asada is just burned. So his wife's heavily pregnant. She was freaked out by the fumes. So
Yeah.
he had to fly back to London to look after her. And MasterChef said, "If you're not back by Tuesday, you're out." And they've
He's
kicked him
out.
off.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
cutthroat.
God.
And they're replacing him with Wanda's sister.
So do you think
you care.
that she is the real ratings draw here, isn't it?
Who, Wanda?
I mean, this is their whole family drama.
Did she get on with her sister?
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of looking into it. It doesn't look like
Yeah.
too much juice. I was hoping
Okay.
for more.
Shame.
Yeah, apparently there was also Wanda in the build up for the show. She also made a dig at Mara Icardi. Apparently he's got a sex tape, which I haven't heard about. And the running joke in Argentina is that his knob looks small. And
Sure.
apparently she makes some joke in one of the ads promoting this about peanuts. being like, I don't like peanuts, which apparently is a
I feel
joke
like
about a
people
small cock.
People reading into that too.
Look, guys, you need to have a basic grasp of Argentine food innuendos to enjoy this podcast. Hamburgers and peanuts.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah, again, quite hard to see that happening on Bake Off.
Yeah,
Prue Leith
although
and Sandy Toxvig.
yeah, although Prue Leith did once drown a bag of kittens. So
Prue Leith. She did what?
yeah, I feel like she released a memoir like fairly recently where she just had a throwaway story about when she was a kid drowning a bag of kittens, and then everyone was like, "Sorry, what?"
A bag of them.
Yeah,
Bag of,
Why?
yeah.
her mum told her to, maybe.
But why?
Well, the memoir.
Were there too many?
Is
or
it-
something?
I think there was too many kittens. There had been a litter, and then
Kindest thing to do.
yeah, she had to.
Drown them in a bag.
The memoir's called "I'll Try Anything Once." So
Including drowning kittens.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kick a dog, kick a duck up the arse. I'll try it.
Drown a bag of kittens. Anything. We'll try anything once. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Yeah, so I think it was I don't know, part of growing up in sort of rural South Africa,
South
maybe.
Africa,
Oh,
South
South
Yeah.
Africa,
But
yeah.
what is it? Just like they're pests kind of thing?
I don't have much more info. I just know
Yeah.
she drowned a bag
Try
of
and
I
kittens.
like the way
once.
that she just dropped that into autobiography, just like
Yeah, you
That's
can be
just-
too honest, can't you?
Yeah.
Memoir.
Yeah. Especially out of context, it sounds worse. Well, I'm not sure what context.
Actually, speaking of the celebrity spin-offs of popular TV shows, have you guys been watching Traitors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've only done 2, so no spoilers.
No spoilers, no spoilers. Tom Daly is on it,
Mm.
along with my best mate Joe Marler as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
you
and,
met,
you and
didn't
Joe
you?
Marler
Yeah, me and
pals.
Joe Marler are best mates.
You've
Yeah,
been texting
yeah.
him?
We texted once on Instagram. But we met.
Did he reply?
He's a he
I
replied.
don't think he did.
He replied, no, he's a fan of the pod.
It doesn't matter who texts who.
He's probably listening.
Messages were exchanged.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably listening right now.
Hi,
Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi Joe. Good luck, Joe.
He's quite good on
But-
it, actually.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
He comes across really well. I think he's a lovely guy.
It's one of the great props of the last 10 years.
But yeah, Tom Daly is on it too. Great bod.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm surprised about that. But you know when they always cut to a scene of them in their room in the
Yeah.
evening, like doing something related to them, and he's just in the shower
Yeah.
showing
Oh,
off his
wow.
Olympic tat.
To be fair, we've all
Um,
seen his bod
yeah.
many times. But
What
Yeah,
you
yeah.
two would just be podding, would you? If in your
yeah, what would we be doing?
just there with
Just-
a mic on.
What would
and
you
a-
be doing? Drowning a bag of kittens?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Well, that'd be Prue Leaf's cutaway. Yeah.
Just submerging them in the bog.
She'd actually be a good. She'd be a good.
Prue Leaf just filling up the sink.
She'd be good on it, Prue.
Yeah, yeah.
Any of that
I
lot.
feel like Tom Daly was quite a good pick for it as well.
Yeah.
He's got this real like.
Well, Prue Leaf could do his set because he had his sort of like, oh, people see my knitting and they think I'm innocent, but they can be used to kill.
That was his quote.
Yeah.
His intro bit was, "I'd like them to think of me as this wholesome guy that sits in the corner knitting. Actually, those knitting needles can be used for something far more sinister."
Yeah. I'd like them to think of me as a wholesome old lady who bakes, but actually, I will kill kittens.
No friend of the animal kingdom.
That dishwasher can be used for something far more sinister.
Yeah.
He was. He wanted to be a traitor, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I always find
Yeah,
it so lame when people are like, "No, I want to be a faithful." Surely
Yeah,
you want to be a traitor.
yeah. But anyway, Tom revealing that menacing streak might have shocked some viewers at home, but it will have come as no surprise to restaurant staff who've had the misfortune of serving Tom and his husband, Dustin Lance Black. So there was this story a few years ago in Pop Bitch, the gossip newsletter, which came from some disgruntled restaurant staff. So I'll just read it out. When told by a waiter that they would need to move their child's high chair because it was blocking a walkway, Tom and Dustin somehow managed to quickly turn the conversation around to their combined net worth and whether or not the waiter fancied keeping his job.
Wow.
That's mental.
That's just...
Do we believe that?
I mean... I don't know.
I've never seen the words net worth used in real life. They're only Google autocomplete when you type someone's name.
Yeah. Well, it's the it's your Jake Humphreys of the world, isn't it? Using.
But would he talk about net worth?
Do you not think he? No. Do you know what he'd say? He'd say your network is your net worth.
And he'd be right.
What does Dustin Lance Black do again? He's an actor.
he's an actor.
Don't know that much about him.
Yeah.
Sorry, is the suggestion that the guy was like, "Can you move your high chair?" And they were like, "No," and we are worth a combined $40 million. And if you want to keep your job,
yeah.
that feels too mental.
Do you think?
I mean,
it's good, yeah.
I mean, if it's true,
do you think when he got
twats.
voted,
There's nothing more cuntish than being rude to
when
a
he got
waiter.
voted, when or if he gets voted off on Traitors, I am and have always been a wanker.
I am 100% worth 30 million.
Yeah.
Shit. So is he a bit of a shit? I can kind of see that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Do you not think?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, but he was. He's coming out with some takes on Celebrity Traitors.
What kind of takes?
Just like if anyone does anything slightly wrong, he's giving them the eyes.
Yeah, I felt like he
Yeah.
was being a bit cruel, mean is probably the word, to Nico, the YouTuber.
Yeah, I don't want to give
Him
any
and Charlotte Church were conniving. Yeah, so Tom Daly. What I would say as well is child star. He was famous
Yeah,
at 14.
so.
Does strange things to a person's brain.
That's what a bronze Olympic medal will do.
He's got a gold, doesn't he?
Is he?
Actually, no, you don't. Yeah.
No, he got
I
gold.
think he got a gold in the synchronized.
Don't try and undermine it. Yeah, if you want to count a team gold. I think last time he got a gold.
Wins one fucking podcasting award. Listen
I'm
to
mates
him.
with Joe Marler.
Embarrassing, mate. He's a gold medalist.
Joe Marler won the Premiership title.
Who are the Charlotte Church, child star? She's coming
Yeah,
across
with a
nice.
bit of a sporting connection.
Oh, yeah,
Well, she was married to Gavin Henson, the rugby player.
right.
Now,
Okay.
I think a Charlotte Church and Gavin Henson episode would be quite good.
Was
They
there-
had he was trying to be rugby's Beckham, so he was like doing really dumb haircuts, basically. And she was mega famous.
That'll fill 20 minutes, right there.
He'll do the haircuts. No, but there's some quite funny stuff. I think it could work.
Okay.
Someone suggested it a while ago.
Can I just say, Teddy just looked up, and Tom Daly has won one Olympic gold medal in the synchronized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Diving.
that's still a gold medal. That was
Yeah,
our
but
point.
you were trying to say that I was wrong.
No, I was
looking at that.
I was laughing at the fact that you were suggesting because it was synchronized and therefore a team
Yeah.
thing.
No,
that it wasn't
I'm
worth
still
as much,
impressed. In a way, synchronized is even more impressive because
in a way.
it's synchronized.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a toughie.
Yeah. But anyway, just wanted to
Just
just wanted to.
assassinating Tom Daly's character, Zach. National treasure Tom
I think
Daly.
he's a twat.
I
First of all, you really, really pushed for this story to be included in the podcast.
I
Me and
can't-
Jack were quite right. We think he seems like a lovely bloke.
No, I kind of believe the pop bitch story, but
Well.
maybe because I want to.
Yeah.
I should probably.
No, I'm sure he's. I think he seems nice enough.
I could see him being rude to a waiter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the net worth thing. That feels mental. Is it? Yeah, it's possible that they then started talking loudly about their net worth. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no context in which talking about your net worth is justifiable.
Yeah.
Meeting with your financial advisor, maybe.
How many monthly listeners does your podcast get, mate?
If you want to keep your job.
I've got to say, still though, that Traitors has got nothing on MILF Manor.
Yeah, it's
I
yeah,
still haven't watched
That
it.
is the pinnacle of reality TV.
unbelievable.
Can you explain the
So
premise?
I think we've talked about it before, but if you missed watching this show, it was a dating show that was on US TV where mums who they say that they're like into dating younger men, and they get sent to this island, and they think it's going to be Love Island style, with these younger men, and then the big reveal is when they meet the male love interests, and they are their sons. So. The whole show is like the sons and the mums like hooking up with each other while in front of their own mum.
Do they have to do stuff like in front of?
It's
their
like
actual
a-
mums, yeah. It's a game show.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
some really
Do stuff.
yeah. Well, it's like the Love Island thing, except some of them are related. There's like really horrible bits where like the boys are sort of blindfolded and then the mums have to like touch their abs. It's really
So they're touching their own son's abs.
Yeah,
at
it's
times.
deeply uncomfortable.
Oh, there's like
yeah,
incest.
yeah. Well, hang on.
Yeah.
I would say the sort of son and mums who would go on a program like that probably have quite an unhealthy relationship.
Oh yeah,
my
there's-
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some awful people on it.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
That sounds great.
The worst bit is have you seen the bit where they have to identify whose underwear is whose, and it's the sons going through, and the worst bit is actually when the sons get it right. They go, that's definitely my mum's.
No.
Oh, that's
yeah.
horrible.
There's one woman on it in particular who is, yeah, unspeakably crass.
Sounds like a must watch. What's it on?
And there's one sort of mum son duo that come off as like as likable as you can be for signing up for a program like that, and they are, I think, Mexican, and they're speaking to each other in Spanish, and the really unlikable lady starts kicking off that they're speaking in another language. It's really horrible. And
sounds like great
yeah, brilliant.
How do you watch that? Is it on some weird
Shout out to my mate Jake. Actually, he downloaded it and got it for me on a drive.
torrented it?
Yeah,
On NordVPN, perhaps.
Yeah, no ads this week.
No. Apparently, was it you that was telling me that series 2, because they sort of had to mix the format up a little bit,
even better.
and they
Season 2, the mums come in as normal. The young lads come in, and they're not related to any of them. But then, bam, another car pulls up. It's all their dads.
So it's the boys' dads.
It's the boys competing against their dads to pull the mums.
oh,
That's great.
Well, yeah.
Proper Oedipus shit.
very
Yeah.
strange.
Love it.
Yeah.
Actually, on the subject of spunky young lads, have you seen that?
That was funny.
Have you seen there's a story going around that Lamine Yamal will no longer sign autographs for fans because he's apparently signed this like exclusive deal with a merch website, so he will only sell signed things through their site and won't even sign stuff for people at the training ground anymore.
Oh, because they want to corner or monopolize his like
yeah,
signed
yeah.
shirts.
Apparently he made 30 million last year, apparently, according to
Yeah.
Forbes.
Bit of another net worth
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you need that kind of entrepreneurial drive when you're spending as much as he is on hiring dwarves for his
Yeah.
parties.
Shit, so he won't do autographs. That's
Yeah,
quite
it's
grim
game's
modern
gone,
football.
game's gone, isn't it?
In light of like the FIFA ticket stuff we were talking about last week, it's sort of another depressing bit of
yeah.
commercialism. Although then again, who the fuck gets autographs anymore? I guess if it's merch.
I mean, there's still, you see quite a lot of like collectors, really.
Well, that's,
They're-
but that's
they're,
the
like,
problem in it. They brought it on
career
themselves,
ones.
to be honest.
When I was a like reporter at the Evening Standard, you do like film premieres and stuff, and it would literally be the same group of 10 people at every one, and they're just flogging it on eBay. They're getting
Yeah.
like Meryl Streep to sign like 10 different things.
Yeah. So
And
you
then
can
just
see-
flogging it.
Yeah, it's the same with there was that video of Pep from there last
Yeah.
year or earlier this year.
Oh, we've actually got the clip.
Don't come again. I want to tell you again. I know your faces. Go to the school and prepare yourself, guys. You are age. You are young. You are old. You are young, guys. You don't be here. Waste your time.
Okay.
You want to live your life doing this? Or honestly? No. You want to do the rest of your life doing this?
No.
I used to be a chef
So
before. I did
no,
this.
let's continue to do it. Prepare better.
Prepare better.
Prepare better. Fucking hell. Man. This for the whole planet.
It is
You?
good.
What are your dreams? Tell me. What are your dreams?
What's your dream?
What are your dreams, my friend? Let's practice. Fucking hell.
You're a chef. Prepare better. Prepare better.
I could be a chef, working a split shift, or you could just sign the shirt for me. I could make £500.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't need a lecture. I'm getting put on the spot about what my dreams are. Fuck off, mate.
I wonder if Lamine Yamal is going to do a sort of package deal where you get a signed shirt and you get a 700 quid dinner with his mum.
At which point I'm in.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's quite grim. Not refusing to sign shit. I think, even though those guys are sort of just a little weird industry.
Yeah.
There must be plenty of people who do just want like a program autographed.
Yeah.
When I was younger, that was like that's what you did if you
Yeah. Did you get any good ones when you were?
autograph.
Yeah.
A Blue Peter presenter I once got to sign my drawing of RoboCop.
Nice.
I think I've still got it.
I've
Tim
told you-
Vincent.
I told you about my copy of The Rime of the Ancient Mariner that's signed by the Fulham player. It was the Fulham's last game of the season, and I went to the like car park afterwards to get them to sign stuff. And I had my like English GCSE exam the next day, so the only thing I had in my bag that they could sign was a copy of Samuel Taylor Coleridge's Rime of the Ancient Mariner. So yeah, somewhere at home I've got a copy of Rime of the Ancient Mariner signed by Chris Baird and David Duff. Possibly the only copy.
That is one of a kind.
Rare collector's item. Because it was just like, what have I got on me?
Yeah.
I remember being about, I was probably like 4 maybe, and my dad taking me to a county cricket match at Somerset, and walking along, he was like, "Son, look at that! You see that? Was there a commentator called like Bumblebee or something? Is that
What, cricket?
Yeah.
Yeah, David Lloyd, Bumble.
Yeah, Bumble, yeah. He was like, "Look at that, George, it's Bumble." And he just sent me off to get, obviously I didn't have a fucking clue who he was.
Can I have your autograph, please?
Yeah. It's basically the equivalent of my dad being like, Can you? Yeah, it's for my son. It's for my daughter. Her name's George.
Can you make it out to me though? Yeah, there's something a bit sweeter about autographs, but maybe that's just rose tinted glasses. They're obviously a shitter version of selfies. Are way better.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
But would you hang a selfie up on the wall? It's a bit sad. Whereas a signed like shirt. I mean, I wouldn't hang one of those up either, but I would hang the copy of the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner up.
Yeah, I'll try and dig it out actually.
You're not putting a selfie on your
That's
wall.
something quite tragic about that, isn't it? In a way that like a signed football or shirt.
Although that's less tragic than I think people who go to Madame Tussauds.
Yeah,
That's still
One get a
baffling.
picture with the waxwork.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You're right. Me neither.
Have you ever been?
No.
Back off. That's Rodrigo Muniz's favourite day out.
Oh, Rodrigo, you met Lady Gaga? No.
And Princess Diana.
Yeah, you're right. It is weird because it's like, what? I guess you're enjoying how similar it looks to them.
Yeah.
It's like a lookalike.
Yeah, which again, I also don't understand.
I think
No disrespect to Aegon Oliveira.
I think when they're shit, they're quite funny. Like, you know, the David Brent one. I think
He's good.
part of what makes him so funny is he's really shit.
A wax.
Yeah.
David Brent wax.
No, lookalike.
Oh, okay.
Actor.
Yeah, that one's quite interesting because he's sort of lost himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's now living the David Brent life on the
Yeah.
road thing.
There's some quite really like poignant interviews where someone will just be like, "Can you remember what your own laugh is like?" And he just goes, "No."
Actually,
Yeah,
that's
genuinely, yeah.
we tried to get him for a stag I went on recently, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, he's like blown up, isn't he?
Even just like meet and greet at the airport's like 400 quid.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
What are you doing? I do think it would be fun.
You look like a TV character I like.
Meet and greet at the airport. So is that in
England? As in,
pass it? Does he have to go through security? Buy a
No.
ticket?
You sort of before you go, he just
Right.
comes and sees you off. Can you remember? That's so... Speaking of mega celebs, did you see the sumo wrestlers in London?
Did
Who didn't? Can't have missed them. They were seeing all the sights. They went to Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, and they browsed the handbags at TK Maxx. There were some
Yep.
pics of them. I also saw them looking at Paddington Bear toys at TK Maxx, which made more sense to me than handbags, actually.
Yeah.
Sort
Well,
of-
it's, you want to get a gift for your.
Yeah. They properly got around. There's that great pic of them all on line bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, no wonder they're in such shit.
I wouldn't have wanted to get on that one the next day.
So their hotel got through 70 kilos of rice a day. London's food wholesalers ran out of noodles. And the Royal Albert Hall had to reinforce the toilet seats and the chairs because they're so goddamn heavy.
Wow.
So they're 25 stone. I was looking like, they're like roughly our height, but just double the weight.
Yeah.
Do you think two of you could beat one of them?
Absolutely not.
No, yeah, I was going to say this. Not unless you do that thing where one of us lies down behind them,
on their
and
knees and knocks
the
them
other one
over.
pushes him over. We
Yeah.
could maybe take him like that.
Yeah.
I think I'd struggle to topple them. To
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah.
That is your best bet. They probably
Yeah, just-
squash the guy on his knees.
Oh,
as well.
almost
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
Well, they do that to people in the audience, right? If you went, you had to sign a sort of waiver so if you're in the front row because there's no barrier or anything. There's
Oh,
just
they
a good
just
chance
spill
they
onto
can
you.
fall on you. Yeah.
I saw because it's quite sloped actually. The edge of the ring, isn't it? I saw.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Quite. Yeah.
It looked mad. I really wanted to go.
Yeah, tickets were going for $1,000 on the day.
Yeah, we'll have to catch it in 30 years instead.
Yeah, that was the first time since 1991 they've been in
Yeah.
London. They said on the commentary that the final fight of the day, there's a special referee who's like the best one, and he carries this ceremonial sword. And apparently that's because back in the day, if he made a bad refereeing call, he would have to commit harikiri, just
Wow.
disembowel himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Howard Webb, are you watching?
PGMOL. Stick that in your pipe. We're gonna do a day in the life of a sumo wrestler, Zach and I, for a YouTube video.
Yeah, we've committed now.
I'm excited.
So we're gonna wake up at 5 a.m, train for hours with a professional sumo coach who we found, and then we're gonna consume around 10,000 calories
How?
and 6 pints.
Yeah, because they drink 6 pints with lunch apparently.
Yeah, and then we're gonna
How-
fight.
10,000 calories, 10 to 20 is what they do.
Yeah.
How much is that quantity wise? You know,
Well,
how many kilos
An
of
adult
rice?
male needs 2,500 calories a day.
So this is
normally.
5 times the.
Yeah. I think it's a range.
Recommended.
Four times.
What we're thinking is we'll both try and consume as many as possible, and there'll be like the loser will have some sort of like forfeit, like during the actual fight, he'll have
Yeah. Oh, we're
Fairy
fighting.
liquid
We're
on
going to
his
fight
fingers.
as well. I'm gonna
Yeah, we're gonna
take
fight at the
I'm
end.
taking Jack down and putting this on
Shit out
record.
of you, mate. The trash talk's begun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually not. I'm dreading
It's
it.
going to be horrible. But
I'm really looking forward to
I'm
it.
most dreading the training on no food because the training's fucking hard, but the eating's going to be pretty grim as well.
yeah,
6 pints and
six
then a fight.
pints.
And then a
6
fight.
pints with 10,000
Yeah,
calories.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I guess beer has quite a lot of calories, isn't it?
About
as well.
200. Yeah, you're getting 1,000 right
they're,
there.
they're basically
okay.
Wagyu cows, right? They like just sit there eating calories, drinking beer, getting massages.
Mm.
Foie gras ducks.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just
Yeah,
get a funnel to just.
Yeah, we talked before about there's an English wonder kid in sumo, Nicholas Tarasenko.
Yeah.
He's 15 years old.
You've been slipping in his
chatting
DMs,
like-
haven't you?
I have been sliding into his DMs this
Yeah.
week.
Quite persistent. I've heard.
And he has told me that I need permission from his stable master to talk to him. Because I want to get him on the pod. I thought it'd be good, but he's 15, so you need. Obviously, we're going to get parental permission, but the stable masters are like they're really controlled about what they can do on social media.
Yeah, that was his excuse.
Yeah, no talking to weird old
Yeah, I mean-
beardy weirdies back in England. Yeah.
You downloaded TikTok just to talk to him.
Yeah, I would say he's politely rebuffing me at the moment, but I'm still trying because I think it'd be good to have him in the video.
I would say you're not taking no for an answer.
I don't. Yeah, but he's living a pretty mental life in this Japanese stable. So he moved there. Oh yeah, so he has to, besides the stuff I described that we're going to do, he has to basically cook for all the others while still wearing his loincloth, which apparently is quite painful.
Right.
And then his other quite difficult duty is at the end of the day, he has to hang up all the loincloths, which are never washed.
Wow.
He has to hang them in the sun.
Should we say whoever loses our fight has to hang the other one
Yeah, I think
sway
that's
loincloth out?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, we're going to try and get Nick involved in the video or on the pod, or you know, if he just wants to meet up.
If you want to go bowling, maybe. Or...
No does mean no.
One man who wouldn't approve of the sumo diet is legendary Italian ref Pierluigi Collina. You remember Pierluigi Collina?
yeah.
Bald head, buggy eyes. Only what does that mean?
No, it's how we all remember it. Wasn't he on the cover of FIFA famously?
No,
He
not
was
FIFA.
Pro Evo.
Pro
Pro
Evo,
Evo 3.
yeah.
He's the only ref to feature on the cover
Yeah.
of video games.
He was on
most
Pre
fridge.
Evo 4 as well.
Yeah,
Back to back.
But Pro Evo 3, it was just him on the cover.
Right.
You'll
I
never
think-
sing
I think
that.
Pro Evo
Yeah.
4 was him and I can't remember who it was, Ronaldinho.
Most
Okay.
famous
Yeah.
referee ever, Pierluigi.
Yeah,
I guess
for
if he was on
sure,
Pro
yeah.
Evo, he was on the cover, but they probably didn't have the rights to his
Yeah.
name. Right?
Peter Collender.
So Pierluigi, he retired from reffing in 2005, bar the odd appearance at Soccer Aid. He actually got stretchered off once while reffing Soccer Aid. But then in 2010, he was appointed as UEFA's chief refereeing officer. So his role was basically to raise refereeing standards. And for him, that involved implementing a rigorous fitness training regime and introducing these what were described as extreme and humiliating weight tests for professional referees. So the Swedish ref Jonas Eriksson released a book recently and had some pretty damning things to say about Collina's regime. So he talks about going away to this pre-season training camp in Ljubljana along with a group of other elite referees. So I'll just read an extract from his book. When we entered the large, cold conference room, the management urged us to undress to our underwear. We looked at each other, but no one reacted or dared to say a thing. We slowly took off our clothes. There we stood in a long row in just our underwear. Collina observed us from top to bottom with an ice-cold gaze, silent and observant. We stepped onto the scale one by one. I sucked my stomach in, straightened my back, and held my breath as if it would make any difference. One of the instructors loudly announced, Eriksson, Sweden, 96.2 kilos. I felt how Collina paused, looked at me, and scanned my nearly naked body.
Wow.
So, I mean, it sounds like a freaking concentration
It
camp.
does.
guy.
Yeah, it does.
Did he need to do that in front of the other referees?
Yeah.
But is that
Apparently-
the idea? Shame is the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
So after that, they got their bellies measured with medical pliers, still in front of the whole group, and then
It's
in
getting
front,
very concentration.
yeah,
Jesus.
in front of the whole group, they then read out their body fat percentage.
No, 96 kilos is a fair whack. Is he tall?
I
Sorry.
think so.
You sound
yeah.
just like Pierluigi.
I think he's, got a point.
Yeah.
Get that. That man's
Yeah.
halfway to sumo.
I think, yeah. I mean, it's quite a bit,
It's
I guess.
pretty humiliating, I think.
Yeah.
To do that in front of all your colleagues. He said, he described the test as, he said, I mostly felt disgust, anger and humiliation.
But did it make him want to be a better referee?
He did say that he was never in better shape.
There you go.
So
There you go.
you know, you need the whip sometimes.
Yeah, it can't all be carrot. That's what got you into this mess.
There was actually another, he mentions in the book that Collina tells them this story when they're away at this training camp about a referee who'd been spotted in a restaurant eating carbonara and oysters. So then they thought that this was some like Stasi-esque like operation where they were being monitored when they go out to eat at restaurants, and apparently when they'd be on a European away trips or whatever, and before they'd like, there's a bit of a jolly, like they'd go out for dinner, have a beer or whatever, and then after that everyone was just terrified. Even if they just went out with like their assistants, it was all just like salads and.
Well, because you think there's like a UEFA mole.
There could be like someone in the restaurant monitoring them.
Wow.
Oh, it's literally a reign of terror.
Yeah, it sounds quite sort of USSR like. Yeah,
and is the implication that if you don't get fit, you won't get the big game?
Yeah, so that was
He's
said,
your boss.
He said that because they obviously everyone was like, this is humiliating having to do this, but they were too afraid to speak up because they knew that if they did, they wouldn't get the big games.
Wow.
Isn't this the era where that Graham Poll showed like 3 yellow cards to one player? Like, with a bit more focus on the actual referee.
But God, did he look good in
Yeah,
his
he
shorts.
was slender, svelte figure. Collina was quite fit though, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He's tall as well.
I
wasn't
do
he?
also think this is, so what is this, sort of mid-noughties?
This this was 2010. He was he was
still.
in position from 2010 to 2018.
It's quite sort of fat shaming was legit. People thought that is a good way to make people like, that. Do you ever see snippets on social media of that TV show?
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
Can we get it up? What's it called? You know the one I
Yeah.
mean?
Super size, so super skinny. That one.
Is it that one?
Is
It's
it-
the
no,
one where
it's
he's like,
I'm off to meet a right pair of fats.
It's so good.
I'm in Telford, Shropshire, and I'm about to meet one of the fattest families I've met in my life. I'm here in the Peak District and about to meet two right massive fatty siblings who are at the peak of their porkiness. I'm going to be meeting some right beach blubber bellies. I'm in Luton, Bedfordshire, and about to meet three right jelly-bellied jumbos. I'm in London town, the nation's capital, home to Big Ben, Houses of Parliament, the London Eye, and four gigantic girls. These girls have got backstage passes to Porkyville. These fatties haven't seen their feet for years. I'm about to meet a family of Essex fatties. I'm about to meet a right pair of podgy parents. I used to be a fatty myself. It's Mr. and Mrs. Massive Fatty.
What? Mr. and Mrs. Massive Fatty. Oh my God.
I mean,
Love
it's
it.
Wow.
cruel, but obviously it's quite funny out of context. But I
Yeah.
can't believe that was. But it's kind of the Collina way.
Yeah. Wasn't that long ago, was it?
Similar era.
Yeah.
Wild.
Things have changed.
I'm off to meet a couple of right fatty referees.
Jelly belly jumbos.
Jonas Eriksson hasn't seen his feet in years.
He's never seen his knob.
All right, well that is a wild story from the world of referee. I've never heard
Yeah.
anything bad about Collina before. I thought he was just sort of a look scary but a bit of a gentleman, but turns out he's a little bit
A
more
reign of
severe.
terror, yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, I think that's all we've got time for this week. We are asking you guys, our listeners and viewers, for something this week. We're going to do a Patreon special on listeners' wildest stories, because met a few people recently who've had some truly insane things happen in their lives. So if anything mad has happened in your life, you've got any just like really funny tales, we'd like to hear them. We'll probably sprinkle in a few of our own. Humiliating.
If you are a
experience.
humongous fatty.
I'd like to hear them. I'm trying to think of any examples, but in the vein
don't
of,
want to spill them, yeah.
in the vein of
but,
Zach being scouted by Crystal Palace's women's team,
Yeah.
or me daggering in Jamaica, or wilder, to be honest,
yeah.
getting locked out naked in the street, that sort of caper. Give us yours, and then we're going to do a Patreon special on them, depending on how good they are. Some of them are going to be mental, I'm sure. So yeah, send them in. Anyway, we're going over to Patreon right now because we have done a special on the life of Colonel Sanders, the KFC
Supremo.
Yeah, the the king of KFC, the man who invented it. Mental life. Didn't realise he was still living out of his car, age 65. It all happened for him very late. But in the meantime, he shot some competitors, shagged his waitresses. There are brawls in courtrooms. There's people plunging down gorges, drunkenly delivering babies while mounted on a mule. It's fucking mental. His life's nuts.
I also only realised that he was a real person recently, much like Lloyd Grossman.
He's more of an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Colonel Sanders is a real person. So we've done it like, one of our Tuesday episodes about sports figures. We've done a lot of these recently. We've done Ozzy Osbourne, Oasis, the Lotto Lout. We're doing more of these sort of mad pop culture figures. Same style as the Tuesday episodes. So if you want to come and listen to that, patreon.com/Upshot Towers. Otherwise, see you next time. See you next Tuesday, where we are getting into the story of Silvio Berlusconi. Up there with the biggest wrong-uns we've ever talked about. We'll see you then. Cheers, George.
Cheers.
Cheers, Zach.
Thanks a lot.
See you next time.